I've heard of it. Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. Whenever I have to look up articles about my computer.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
are you? I mean, obviously you're a nerd.
I'm a nerd. Yes.
Are you a technology nerd?
Sort of, but the only time I use computers is for internet and goofing around, if you know what I mean. And work.
I think I know.
And the one at work for work.
Yeah. Jeff, you got some nerd questions?
I wanted to ask you about, because we're going to be talking about this more, but
yeah.
I wanted to ask you, it used to be that Revenge of the Nerds was one of your favorite movies,
yes.
But now a lot of years have passed. After all these years, is it still one of your favorite movies?
It is. It is still one of my favorites. And they had released a couple years ago something called the Candy Raid Edition.
Oh, really? I didn't know
An
that.
unreleased, yeah.
They put in some scenes that were deleted from the original movie. There was like one scene where the nerds were in Las Vegas for a Lambda convention. And then there was another scene where the nerds are confronting the Alpha Betas after the house got trashed. And if those scenes were included in the original movie, it would have changed the tone of that film from a promising and happy tone to a dull and somber tone.
What was so somber about those
because
pieces?
Especially the scene, because in the scene where they were in Vegas, it seemed like the Lambdas were shunning them.
Oh.
Because remember, it's an all-black fraternity. And the scene where where they were confronting the Alpha Betas upon trashing the house, and they end up breaking the trophy that they won in the skit contest in that one scene. I'm glad that piece got cut, because if they included it, the movie would have ended up depressing.
Can you tell me about the nerd movie that you were in?
There was a movie I did called Killer Nerd with Wayne Allen Harold, the guy behind Lurid.com, WayneAllenHarold.com, and Toby Radloff.com. Killer Nerd was Wayne Allen Harold's very first film project. He started it like in late '89, right after my MTV spots ended. And doing it was sort of like a new experience for me, because I never did a full-length film before, from a script. And doing some of the scripts, doing takes over and over again took some getting used to. But it did, there were some tensions flared, let's say, but we did get it done, and it ended up being both a labor of love, and it eventually became a cult classic.
That's great. Let me ask you a question, because in a couple of weeks, you're going to be either virtually or in real life, we'll figure out, meeting one of the actual people from one of the characters from Revenge of the Nerd, Wormser. Do you remember that character from Revenge of the Nerd?
Yeah, he was Andrew Cassisi.
Yes.
I remember back in '03, I went to New York City. We did like a special double feature showing of American Splendor and Revenge of the Nerds at one of the theaters in the Village. And I met Andrew Cassisi and the guy that played Stan Gable, was his name. He was also on The Love Boat. I'm trying to remember his name, but it's the guy that played Stan Gable. The name escapes me right at the moment.
It's okay.
But they're both real nice people.
Are you looking forward to, because I think that Harvey's doing his new PCAR project, his webcomic.
Yes.
So are you looking forward to, there's a chance that we might be able to have an interview between you and Wormser? Was that something, are you looking forward to that? Is that something you think you might have fun with, just having a chat?
I'm looking forward to that. I would love to do that.